Hi, I'm Abby, and this is the story of how fibercraft became my whole personality. Year was 2023. I had recently switched jobs and found myself with more free time than I've had in my entire life. I had also just come back from an amazing 2-week trip to Australia and New Zealand. And you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, you were in Australia and New Zealand. That's wonderful. I bet you got all kinds of beautiful yarn from those local sheeps, maybe some good wool floofs to take home with you and just experience that whole agricultural something or other. No, I didn't. It wasn't a thought in my mind. I saw some cool wool, saw some cool yarn, and was like, but I don't know what to do with this yet. I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna get some cheap acrylic yarn and see if I even take to the hobby. Anyway, I've never crocheted before, but the internet taught me what I needed to know, and I learned how to make a simple granny square, and it just kind of spiraled because with changing jobs, I also had more time physically at work to craft while I was in meetings or trainings throughout the day where I could just pick up a project and keep going. So yeah, I started with crocheting and I just never stopped. Even immediately, my first crochet pattern was a hammock because I saw some sort of I can't remember if it was a Reddit post or a Tumblr post about making a cat hammock, and I was like, I want to make that. And I want to make that without a real pattern and without any real knowledge of crochet, and I want to make it watermelon themed. So I want little seeds sewn on it. I want it to be pink and green, and that's what I did. And I went to the store and I got pink and I got green and I got black and I got hooks, and then I made this hammock, and it looks awful. I got to the end and I was like, there's a whole chunk missing, so I had to make a square and graft it into the whole thing. A mess. Did that stop me? No, it did not. I kept going. And from there I made a blanket, and from there I made hats and a scarf because I bought way too much of that one color yarn for this blanket, and then I had so much left over. And then my sister-in-law was having a baby, so I needed to make a blanket, and I did that. So I ended up with so much of this yarn that I'm still using a year and a half later, and I just truly never stopped. That was all I thought about. What's my next crochet project gonna be? What am I working on? What else can I do with yarn? It was really focused on crochet. I said to myself, knitting? No, not for me. 2 things in your hands? No. And they don't even have a little hook to help you grab things? I don't think so. No, it's not me. Crochet, that's it. I'm gonna crochet. So then I learned to knit, and I wanted to knit because I wanted to knit socks. All I wanted to do was knit socks. So I did all the things. I watched the videos, I read things online about the difference between DPNs and circulars, and magic loop is what I ultimately went with. And I started trying to learn how to knit a sock. And I did that. I knit a pair of socks. Somewhere in there I also picked up Tunisian crochet. And then it was around this point where I had all these crafts going on that I was accumulating more yarn just for fun and to have it. I was going to festivals. So that's how I kind of got my start. It snowballed into now I can knit, crochet, and Tunisian crochet, and I love all 3 for different things. And I get excited when I get the chance to do a different craft, and I like making sure that my whips have representation across those crafts. And then I started seeing YouTube videos pop up on my feed about spinning, because also at this time I'm watching just so many YouTube videos about other fiber crafters, knitting podcasts, crochet podcasts, blogs, hauls, all the things, technique videos, you name it, I am consuming it. And so then the algorithm said, what about spinning? And I said, that is magic, and I respect the craft, but no, I'm not doing that. It's me, I'm here with my already made yarn, and then that's what I'm using to make the thing. So now I have bought fiber, I'm in a Discord about spinning, and watch, yes, hours and hours of content about spinning techniques and different types of wheels and different types of e-spinners and the benefit of, fractal yarn versus chain ply yarn versus 2-ply versus 4-ply versus all these different words that I didn't know. I'm reading books about the different breeds of sheep just for fun. I'm going to fiber festivals where I'm not only looking at beautiful yarn, but I'm looking at the fiber that can be used to spin the yarn. Later this year, I'm going to a yarn crawl and a fiber festival. I've already gone to YarnCon this year. I'm participating in an event called Tour de Fleece, which I'm gonna have a video on later. I'm so deep in this hobby that I have a T-Rex cookie jar in my kitchen that is just filled with swatches for upcoming fiber arts projects. Everyone say hi to the Swatchosaurus. They are all knowing and deserving of tribute. It keeps spiraling. There's so much depth to this hobby, and that is something that's really exciting for me, but also it has my full attention. And so yes, I'm technically doing different niche components of this thing, but it's all under this umbrella of fibercraft, right? I just keep going deeper, and I'm excited about what I'm finding. I'm excited about what I'm doing, but it truly has taken over my life. And it's the best thing. I am not mad about it, but I can't exactly say it's a casual hobby, There's nothing casual about me ever. I'm the least casual person I know. I also joined a knit night at my local library every week, and that's been really cool because everyone else brings their crafts and they're doing all kinds of fiber art stuff, and I can ask questions and learn and also just chat about other things that are related to the craft or hobby. I'm not picky. I just want to talk about yarn and think about yarn and answer people's questions about yarn. I feel like I just have amassed so much knowledge in this little noggin of mine, and I just want to share it with the world at a moment's notice. And this is the other thing about me. If I like something and I'm interested in it and I've done all the research so I know all about it, I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna tell you like I'm super excited about it and passionate about it, because I am. And maybe that will get you interested in it too. And if not, that's okay. Maybe you just find this entertaining. But I'll tell you what, I also thought, I'll just casually be doing this little hobby. I'll check it out. I'll try it. Could give something new a try. And now it's my whole life and my whole personality. And if anyone even remotely mentions yarn or fiber or sheep or spinning or any of the other SEO buzzwords around this craft, I get laser focused, and it takes everything in my power not to just info dump everything I know onto them or to ask questions if they know about the hobby. That's all I want to talk about. Everyone loves it. Now, if you are a committed crafter like me, maybe you're listening to all of this and being like, yep, that tracks. That sounds totally normal. I don't know. You let me know in the comments. Am I a weirdo? Am I just hyper fixating with no end in sight? Or is this just the path of the fibercraft? It comes for us all and welcomes us with open arms and a warm embrace. I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. Is this similar to your journey? Is it different? And if you're watching this going, psh, that'll never be me. That was not my experience. I'm hoping to make a bunch of really fun videos that are just silly and whimsical and dopamine driven and project based and adventure based. I'm just here to have a fun time, and I hope that that's what you're into and you stick around. So anyway, thanks for visiting my craft land. You're invited back anytime. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, and make sure that the algorithm can bring us back together again soon. Bye!